and that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out.
It's the...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Cardinals in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Off the play fake. Patterson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Back to throw. Patterson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Patterson. And he's got his big tight end here. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Patterson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The numbers for Sanders last week: 23 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll try to throw now. Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so long, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They go play action. Young. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Young. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Patterson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Von Bell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Sanders is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Young to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers!
Zay Jones.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Patterson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A 1st down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Patterson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A final shot before break. Patterson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's Young on first down. He completes this one to Mingo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
To throw on second down, Patterson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Operating from the gun, Patterson. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it. And caught up on one of the linebackers
has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it. And there he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Running right, here's Sanders. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
3rd quarter on a Monday night. Second and 10 coming up. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On first down, Patterson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Patterson. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And the ball is knocked out. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Looking to throw. Patterson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Here we go. Ready?
First and 10, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. On second down, Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Come on, set.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
12, 10.
It'll be Young again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
White. Ready.
Throwing. Young. Short throw caught by Dosich. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. His touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cardinals 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 10, 2:16 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he goes out right around the 39.
clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Here's a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 38-yard.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance. To be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Let's go. Ready.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carried around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old dollar drill, right? He's going to get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach. He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest, not the one that's going to bring for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lane, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, we out. Right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Ready. Set.
Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those, so you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for Carolina, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.